And gentlemen, good morning. How is everyone doing?
Yeah. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flash it. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy. It's
getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Good morning! And when you play the game, man, you better know your options.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee.
Early in the morning, time to get it.
Hey!
Time to show and prove, show you what I've been doing.
They saying fools rush in, but I'm coming with a passion. I'm trying to get to know you while you're thinking that I'm asking.
I like to get it poppin'.
Cause my sound is supersonic, I done came so far. And it's early in the morning, I just woke up out my sleep. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Southern Delight. Hey! I know the best way to make it is to cut the drama and give it my all.
Follow through on what I promise.
And even if I fail, grand rising.
See, I can only do what's in my power to do, and what good is this power if I use it like a fool?
If I want to make it to the top, I gotta study clues, or I can sit back and just watch the news. Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner, you can never stop me.
Don't try to photocopy, you can never top me. I was born to be a winner,
You can never stop me.
don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options.
Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
It's getting too spicy, I ain't even had my coffee. Don't be wrapped up in your feelings and be careful when you flashing. And when you play the game, man, you better know your options. Don't try to photocopy when you out here being saucy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. All right, let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, don't be a photocopy, be yourselves.
Feel like I'm stuck.
You ready for the show?
It's like I'm stuck in time.
It's
Like a
awesome.
curse, and I can't escape it. It's like
Right.
deja vu. It's deja vu when I'm running up these racks. I'm like the Terminator screaming, I'll be back.
Right.
It's deja vu when I'm out here flying first class. It's like every week I gotta take out the trash. I'm on top of my game, ahead of the class. You can tell that I made it, look at my grass. Cars in the garage with tanks full of gas. I play the game so raw, I won't finish last.
It's showtime, ladies and gentlemen.
Screaming how we made it. This is how it's supposed to happen when you get famous. The algorithm turned to a maniac.
Yeah.
Guess we going back to my Zodiac. I got all these numbers on my spreadsheet. Benjamin Franklin is my bestie. And if they use my ex, that mean they left me.
Right.
They don't give me plugs.
Let's go.
I say it with my chest cause I mean it.
Right. Good morning, Ian.
Confidence and I'm conceited.
Let's go.
Call me the master with a new whip. I'ma take off in a spaceship.
I'll tell you what, I haven't gone into
Uh-oh, here we go again.
That
Right.
shit was radical.
Right.
It was horrible. I'm like, Zeus has gone way off the rails.
It's like deja vu. It's like deja vu.
It is like deja.
It's like deja vu.
Cut it out.
It's like deja vu.
Cut it out, conservative
It's
win.
deja vu when I'm running up.
Cut it out. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Thunderdome. All right, let's get this show started. Good morning, Miss Boss Diva. Nice to see you. Looking lovely as usual. All right. So let's get this show started, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who aren't familiar with who I am, and let's get the housekeeping out of the way. I go by the name Zeus, or as some like to say, Triple H. And why do they call me Triple H? Well, it's quite simple. Because the first H, ladies and gentlemen, stands for honest. I'm the most honest person on social media. There's nobody more honest than me. I promise to tell you nothing but the truth. So help me God, all right? The second H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am humble. There's nobody more humble than Zeus out here on social media. Listen, if I get it wrong, I really will be the first to apologize. It just turns out I haven't been wrong lately, all right? So there's no apologies going to be issued today. So sorry, MAGA. And believe you me, ladies and gentlemen, they are definitely begging me to apologize, but I won't because I've been right the whole time. All right, and then the last H, ladies and gentlemen, is because I am and will always remain the most handsome. Good morning, Shay. I see you. Divided no more. Good morning, Alyssa. Nice to see you, Southern Gale. All right. For those of you who aren't familiar with this type of programming that we do, I'm going to update your software real quick. What we do is we hold our friends on the right, especially their leader, Donald J. Trump, accountable for their dirty, disgusting, filthy deeds, as well as their crimes. All right. Crime is serious. Folks who are committing crime, this is serious business, ladies and gentlemen. We're no longer laughing and joking about what's happening in this country. This is real situations happening all across the United States. And so I've made it part of my daily duties to make sure I bring this heavy hammer of truth down and make sure Donald Trump and his supporters have no excuse. All right, when they end up going to jail, and if they don't get their soul rights, they go to hell. All right, so along those lines, all right, I'm going to give you Trump supporters a heads up that if you do not like the truth, right, or as my good friend Brother Swervin once said to me, you're lactose intolerant, right? That means you're allergic to facts. You think the 2020 election was perhaps stolen by President Biden. It's almost 4 years after the election, and you still think it was stolen. You still think Nancy Pelosi was responsible for the attack on the Capitol, right? You believe this stuff. You still think President Biden and Hillary Clinton are guilty of crimes. If you believe that, you might want to pack your bags right now and leave this live, all right? Because it's about to get nasty. Okay, we're going to bring a lot of truth today, and boy, oh boy, we got a lot of it, right? Yeah, that's what we're talking about, all right? So listen, you don't got to take my word for it. Listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
All right. And that's one of the rare times you all know that I actually agree with the former president. All right. So if you're a Trump supporter, we're still offering you a free first class trip to Russia. All right. My good friend, Nutty Professor, he's making sure that we help you get to Russia to be there with your Lord and Savior, Vladimir war criminal Putin. All right. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show started. All right. So yesterday, what an interesting day. Right, every day I try to start the show off with a topic that kind of centers us in terms of what we need to cover. And I was going live, and while I was live, we had a lot of news coming out, right? Jenna Ellis, she professed that she was a Christian while crying in the courtroom, right? And she took a plea deal from Fani Willis, right? That was one thing. And then towards the end of the day, we found out that Mark Meadows also is cooperating with Special Counsel Jack Smith, right? I haven't been right. I haven't been wrong about this, right? I've been telling the Trump supporters the entire time, thank you for the gift. I've been telling each and every single one of you MAGA-possessed demons that this moment was going to come. At the end of my videos, don't I always say, Trump supporters, get those knee pads and those elbow pads ready, because Jack Smith and Fani Willis are coming, right? These folks think I'm playing when I say that. They say, Zeus, you sound like Steve Urkel. This is what they say. Zeus, you need to grow up. You're acting like a kid. There's nothing to grow up about. This is real life stuff happening. All right? MAGA. You folks are going to jail and hell at record numbers. And I'm trying to help you understand why you're going. I mean, I get it. Your mind's made up and you don't care. But your behinds are going to jail and hell. All right? Especially you fake Christians. Ladies and gentlemen, I got some terrible news. All right? Our good friend Janae, you know Janae, right? Yesterday, after the show, I went into a live, and this was a nasty MAGA live, and they just got a lot of hate for Zeus. I went in there, Snuggles invited me, and they all blocked me, right? They all blocked me. I know. Well, I guess that means I'll be blocking you too, all right? So I'm not going to change my messaging, Janae, Stacy, or any of you MAGA traitors. No. All you did is confirm that I'm getting to you, all right? You thought it was a joke until yesterday, Jenna Ellis, she cried. You thought it was a joke until Mark Meadows started cooperating with special counsel Jack Smith. And now you are all starting to realize that what Zeus and his friends have been saying is 100% true. I went into my good friend, his name is Dave, right? We have a standing bet. He said, Zeus, if Donald Trump gets convicted, I will stop supporting Donald Trump. And then he clipped me and he said, Zeus, I got you on tape saying, that if Donald Trump does become president, you'll issue an apology. I went into his live yesterday. Dave looked so sad yesterday. These Trump supporters right now, ladies and gentlemen, they're sick in the stomach right now. They can't believe the truth is coming out, and it's coming out worse than it's ever been imagined in their world. Donald Trump can't shield these folks from what's about to go down, and they know it. So you can sit there and blame Zeus all you want. By the way, that's a song I made, right? Didn't I make that song, Z-Pac? Yeah, you can sit back and blame Zeus, Janae and Stacy, whoever that was that blocked me. I don't even know what your name was, that nasty live I was in, all right? You could keep blaming me all you want, but the real person you should be blaming is what Michael Jackson said in his song, Man in the Mirror. You need to be blaming yourself. What you've done, all of you, is a disgrace to this country. Your family and friends should be ashamed to know you. They really should. And that's why you don't show your faces on this app. Because you're too scared to put that ugly face on camera and show the American people what that MAGA demon looks like, right? So listen up. I'm going to have to start saying this. If you don't turn your camera on, I don't even want to talk to you. Yeah, now that's the gloves are off, right? A lot of people think I'm mean to these Trump supporters, but I'm not mean to these Trump supporters, all right? I just tell them the truth, all right? And the truth is they cannot handle dealing with reality. They would rather be lied to by Donald Trump. They would rather lie to you. They would rather lie to you and take your money than to sit their special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast and tell the truth. I've never heard these folks tell the truth one time. All right? Never. So along those lines, I got a specially crafted message, all right, for you Trump supporters that still think that these people that are flipping for Donald Trump, you still think it's a game? You still think it's a game? I got a special speech for you, all right? And yes, the gloves are official.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him. But now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off. The jar has been opened.
Yeah, you can gish gallop all you want, Snuggles. All right, Snuggles likes to gish gallop. He likes to get in there and just bombard you with a bunch of lies and misinformation. But it's not going to stop what's happening. These wheels of justice are turning, all right? So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, my fellow Americans, Democrats, independents, all right, and real Republicans, MAGA, I don't really address this to you. You just need to sit your special behinds down and listen to this special broadcast, all right? I once again sit on this sacred throne of greatness, right? To address another issue of great significance, thank you for those gifts and subscriptions, all right, that has unfolded in these lovely United States. It is with a mix of satisfaction and disappointment and concern, actually, that we find ourselves discussing the plea deals of multiple individuals who were once affiliated with former President Donald J. Trump. Specifically, I would like to shed some light on the cases of Scott Hall, Kenneth Chesebro, Sidney Powell, and Mark Meadows, as well as Jenna Ellis, all of whom have chosen to take plea deals, right? Now, these Trump supporters, who we all know actually spent time with Donald Trump compared to these fake Trump supporters on TikTok, to a certain extent, are prominent figures in the political arena and have now found themselves entangled in a nasty, nasty legal mess that has raised questions about their integrity, their faith in God. You know, some of them profess to be Christians, all right? And to the principles that they once shared with many Americans as Donald Trump's foot soldiers. They should have been entrusted with the responsibility to uphold the law. You know, we're a nation of law and order, they say. We're Christians, they say. They should have been protecting the Constitution. They really should have been protecting it, but they weren't. They attacked it. And act in the best interest of the people that they serve. However, we have all came to see that their names are associated with the actions that appear to contradict these very ideas. These folks aren't Americans. These folks are traitors. What did Biden say? What did Biden say? What did Biden say? Hold on.
MAGA Republicans do not respect the Constitution. They do not believe in the rule of law. They do not recognize the will of the people.
Thank you for the subscription.
They refuse to accept the results of a free election.
Thank you, President Biden, for saying that. They sit out here and they sit out here and they cry about how President Biden is tearing this country down. I had a conversation with Stacy yesterday. She still believes that the $6 billion that's frozen in a bank account in Qatar that was made off the money that Donald Trump created when he took the waivers from Iran, right? And allowed the oil to be sold to South Korea. Stacey is still out here on this app saying President Biden is trying to fund Hamas with that money. Stacey, what on earth? Please cut it out. I gotta shout down these lies. I gotta shout down these lies. It was a fund created by President Donald Trump, former President Donald Trump, Stacey. And it was supposed to be given to Iran during that swap, but it didn't get given to them. So how can you keep saying Biden is trying to fund Hamas terrorism, Stacey? See, it's these lies that get me started. And by the way, thank you all for those gifts and subscriptions. All right. I'm sorry if I don't acknowledge you. I'm locked in right now. All right. You know, when I get locked in on Mac, I just hit the gas and I go. All right. All right. Okay. So their decision to enter into a plea deal is a consequential one, as it signifies an acknowledgement of guilt. Yes, these folks are acknowledging that they are guilty. All right. It also acknowledges wrongdoing. They're acknowledging they did something wrong. It acknowledges that they weren't so Christ-like and that they allowed themselves to be misled by the devil. All right. This is what this plea deal represents. All right. So when you see them copping a plea, this is what you got to make sure you keep in mind. All right. And it's clearly an admission of guilt. It is a choice that carries implications not only for the individuals involved, but for the rest of the public that they once represented. Plea deals are meant to encourage cooperation with the justice system. That same justice system that these hypocrites want to take down and destroy. All right. Allowing for the pursuit of justice and potentially lighter sentences in exchange for valuable information or assistance about Donald Trump and his crimes. In this case, ladies and gentlemen, the information about Donald Trump and his crimes spans multiple venues throughout this country and internationally. Thank you for those gifts. You see, when MAGA starts crying and they go, Zeus, can't you see that the DOJ and those three-letter agencies, they're corrupt? These same hypocrites will sit out here on TikTok and tell you they are lawyers. How many of you talk to these MAGA demons? They will sit out here and say, Zeus, I'm a lawyer. Zeus, I'm affiliated with law enforcement. They tell you that they are, but then they'll get out here and they'll say, defund the DOJ because it's corrupt. Well, let me ask you a question, you hypocrites. When do you think the DOJ has been corrupt? And keep in mind, you're talking to a black man when you say this ridiculous stuff. All right, listen, I may have been born at night, but I wasn't born last night, MAGA. You sound at best tardy to the party. It's corrupt. tell me something I don't know. All right? You sound ridiculous. All right, what did you get? A third grade education? You just read that on a tweet or something? They say I get my news from Twitter. I don't think so. It's really them who gets their news from Twitter. All right? Because I have never heard a MAGA person complete a sentence. They try to say the math isn't mathing. This is when I got kicked out of the live, right? They told me, Zeus, the math isn't mathing. We can't understand how President Biden beat Donald Trump with all those voters. He had more votes than Barack Obama. You know, they start, the gears in their head start to go off, and they start telling me the math isn't mathing. And I just asked one question. I said, they must not know who the heck they're talking to. What's the highest level of math you've taken? And you know what it was? Cricket. These folks barely pass 8th grade math, and they gonna tell Zeus, a person who's been educated of sorts, right? And I've seen a lot of nasty math books, a lot of nasty math equations, some of which would shake you folks. When you talk to me, I want you to make sure you understand one thing. I probably know a lot more about math than you do, all right? And I probably know a lot more about what's going on than you do. Because I haven't led you astray yet, right? You told me there was going to be a red wave. There was no red wave. You told me Donald Trump would never get indicted. They would never indict a former president. He's been indicted not once, but twice, but 3, but 4 times. Yeah, I told you this was going to come. And I'm going to give you another nasty prediction, you MAGA demons. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think Donald Trump will be able to follow a gag order, all right? And it's my prediction, and this is why Snuggles owes me a burger. It's my prediction that Donald Trump most likely won't be, he most likely will be in prison before the end of this year because he can't stop breaking the law. So yes, MAGA, buckle up. It's about to get nasty. All right. It is important. All right. So let me go on and finish up my nice little speech before we get to these boxes. It's important for us as a society to reflect upon the implication of these developments. We must hold our public officials to the highest standards of ethics and integrity. And any deviation from these standards erodes trust in our democratic institutions. We must not allow the actions of these folks to overshadow the dedication and commitment of real public servants who work diligently to make positive impact on our society. As we move forward, it is imperative that we demand transparency and accountability and adherence to ethical principles from our elected officials, especially in the current Republican Party. We must foster an environment where those in power are held to the same standards as the citizens that they represent. So let us use these instances as a reminder of the importance of honesty, integrity, and the responsibility that comes with being public servants. All right, MAGA, this is why Donald Trump won't be president again. In closing, the plea deals involving Scott Hall, Kenneth Chesebro, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, and Mark Meadows, and potentially others, right? Because you know more are about to flip. They should serve as a wake-up call to Donald Trump and his base of MAGA demons. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump and his MAGA demons the first round of booze and shame. Because congratulations, MAGA. Once again, you've played yourself in front of everybody, right? How do you like that one? And I know they're here. I know these Trump supporters, the ones that I told you blocked me, I know they're here listening to me. And I got one question for them. How do you like that speech this morning, right? How you like that? All right. Yeah, keep on blocking Zeus. Listen, when you block me, what you do is you cause my poll numbers to surge, MAGA, all right? So listen, all you do is you're giving me more content to speak on. So I appreciate you. I really do. I really do appreciate you for having the courage to do what you did. All right. So along those lines, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make sure we follow up on this Jenna Ellis situation. Jenna Ellis, all right, could face renewed official scrutiny of her professional conduct after she pleaded guilty yesterday to a felony charge in Georgia. Yes, Ellis, who recently was a Colorado resident and who is licensed to practice law in the state, was publicly censored in March by the state authorities who oversee the professional conduct of attorneys. As part of that censor, Ellis admitted that multiple statements she made on Trump's behalf in 2020 about the presidential election being stolen were, quote, misrepresentations. All right. Her guilty plea appears to trigger a minimum review by Colorado Attorney Regulation Counsel Jessica Yates, who investigates allegations of lawyer misconduct. All right. A criminal conviction obliges a lawyer who is licensed to practice in Colorado to report the conviction to Yates' office within 14 days. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Miss Jenna Ellis a round of boos and shame, ladies and gentlemen, because she threw her entire profession away for Donald Trump and the big lie. Right? Let's give her some boos and shame. This is what happens when you allow the devil to pimp slap you, as my mom likes to say. This is what happens when the devil pimp slaps you, all right? You end up going to jail, and if you don't get your soul right, you go to hell. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to our next topic, all right? Let's keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen, all right? And, you know, Donald Trump is not happy. You know, I went to that live yesterday, right? I told you, these Trump supporters, they look very sick today. My fellow Democrats and my independents and real Republicans, be careful when you go into these MAGA lives. They are terrified. They're angry. The MAGA demon is on level 10 right now, right? Because they don't know who's going to flip next, and they don't know how they could keep defending this situation. And along those lines, Donald Trump is also playing defense, all right? All right, the former president's legal team has been working to find dirt on one-time allies who may be lining up to testify, right? Listen, any of you, listen, I got a special thing to say to anybody that's currently facing any kind of legal issue. Wow, that's pretty dope. Thank you, Ginger. That was pretty dope. I like that one. Any of these Trump supporters that are currently on their way to possibly going to jail, I'm just going to give you a heads up. It's okay to tell on Donald Trump. Thank you, Tiffany. It's okay to tell on Donald Trump. Go ahead and tell on him. All right. All right. It's over. The Trump train that you were on, you know, that choo choo. And I get it, right? You like being on that train with people who think like you, right? I get it. Go ahead and get off that Trump train and turn it in. All right. It's okay, because Donald Trump, if you don't get him, he's going to get you. He's already working on getting you. And that goes for you too, Snuggles. Snuggles! Snuggles, even though you sent Donald Trump your 401k, Donald Trump's looking up dirt on you, Snuggles, because he knows at any second you're going to flip on him, all right? All right, so I just want to make sure I let the Trump supporters know this, that his attorneys, they're terrified about who's going to flip next. And you saw what he did with Mark Meadows, right? He didn't think Mark Meadows was going to flip, but once he found out, once it actually sank in, all right, once it actually sank in on Donald Trump, he started to attack Mark Meadows and distancing himself. All right, I know I'm running behind, so let's move on to our next topic. All right, now this is, do I want to talk about this? All right, I'll talk about this one first. All right, I'll talk about this one. All right, you know, I like to throw in some other kind of news here and there sometimes. All right, speaking of Mark Meadows, experts are saying Trump is literally making the case that the gag order is necessary. Right now, this is me piggybacking on Judge Tanya Chutkan, you all know she stayed the order, which gave Donald Trump a chance to appeal the gag order, right? So there's currently no gag order in his D.C. case. And she's giving him an opportunity to basically say, you're right, we don't need the gag order. But Jack Smith, I tell you folks this, that Jack Smith, he got a clever way of getting results, right? He knew Mark Meadows had already talked to him, right? He's known this, all right? And all these things he's been doing, he didn't let Donald Trump know, and it's all starting to come out. And, they say, well, maybe Mark Meadows signaled that he's been talking because he sees these plea deals, right? They're saying maybe Mark Meadows let this information out. But you know what? Whoever let it out, I got this to say. Donald Trump recently unleashed a barrage of attacks on both key witnesses, prosecutors, and judges on his Truth Social platform yesterday, right? After Judge Tanya Chutkan paused the gag order. Yes, in a screed Trump post on Truth Social on Tuesday night. This is after the news broke, right? He attacked Mark Meadows, his former chief of staff, following the news that Meadows was granted immunity by special counsel Jack Smith. How's that, Snuggles? You know how, Snuggles, you've been saying presidential immunity, right? There's no presidential immunity, but somehow Mark Meadows, he has immunity, right? Isn't that hilarious? Oh my God. All right. And it says Meadows talked to Jack Smith's team at least 3 times, all right, regarding the January 6th case. And he also testified before a federal grand jury. All right. So we read his rant. I'm not going to read it. All right. But this is what they're saying. His post is like a checklist of things that are barred, things that the original gag order said. The post he posted yesterday is a checklist of the things in the gag order that she said not to do. All right. And this is referring to his direct attacks on Jack Smith and the witnesses. All right. Calling witnesses weaklings and cowards, and commenting on the testimony of a known witness considered evidence. All right. Former U.S. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, this information will be used in the appeal. And they're saying, if I wanted to create evidence that would buttress Judge Tanya Chutkan's gag order on appeal, all right, today's or yesterday's social media post by Donald Trump would be the evidence. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving Donald Trump another round of boos and shame. All right. Because he's giving Judge Tanya Chutkan everything she needs to reinstate that gag order. All right, let's give him his boos and shame. All right. Now, this is something for those of you who've been following the conflict in Israel. I just wanted to cover this, right? It was interesting. Right before the conflict broke out, thank you, Tech Wiz, thank you. Right before the conflict broke out, I did talk briefly, and I asked my fellow Democrats to look into it. More about what this situation between the United States and Saudi Arabia was going to be about, right? Because, the United States was trying to normalize relationships between Israel, Saudi Arabia, right? And then shortly after that, the war broke out. All right. And so I haven't really followed up on it, right? But I've been keeping track of it. But this is something to keep an eye on. All right. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman implied yesterday that normalization talks with Israel will continue after the Israel-Gaza war concludes. All right, and this readout noted that President Biden and Solomon affirmed the importance of working towards a sustainable peace between Israel and Palestinians as soon as the crisis subsides, building on the work that was already underway between Saudi Arabia and the United States over recent months. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about being presidential. Join me in giving President Biden a round of applause, all right, for doing his job as leader of these lovely United States. Right? It's a tough thing. It's tough. What he's doing, listen. What Biden has to do is definitely one tightrope act, all right? But, he's keeping his eye on the ball and making sure he's looking out in the best interest of us Americans, all right? Now, what comes out of that deal, that's up to debate, but Biden is doing a great job negotiating, all right? All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, before I wrap up this morning's show, all right, by the way, keep an eye out on that, all right, my fellow Democrats. I'm definitely interested in that. I don't want to hear conspiracies either. If it's a conspiracy, just keep it to yourself, all right, because a lot of that is out there. All right, now the last topic that I want to cover before we open up these boxes, all right, what's going on, Dark Arthur? You got to get back. We got to get back on MAGA, right? We got to get back on MAGA. All right. More in new poll says patriots may have to resort to violence to save the United States. Here we go. I don't even know why they call these folks patriots. They should just call them traitors, right? These are traitors, all right? Almost a quarter of respondents in a new poll say American politics has gotten so far off track that, quote, patriots may have to resort to doing nasty things in order to save the United States. All right, this is what they're saying. According to a new survey by the Public Religion Research Institute, right? Public Religion Research Institute. That's a good one. Support for the use of violence has gone up in the last 2 years, peaking in their most recent survey at 23%. The PRRI has asked this question in 8 separate surveys since March of 2021, the report said. This is the first time support for political violence has peaked above 20%. Wow. Support for political violence has risen regardless of political party affiliation, the survey found. 1/3, 33% of Republicans surveyed believe, quote, patriots may have to resort to nasty things, up from 28% in 2021. In 2023, 13% of the Democrats believed it. All right. And 7% who said they were independents in 2021 said it. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, the survey found that Republicans who hold favorable views of former President Donald Trump are more likely than Republicans who don't like Trump to agree that, quote, true American patriots may have to resort to violence to save this country. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in giving these MAGA Republicans another round, their final round of booze and shame. This is what you call sore losers. All right, these folks, they don't know how to lose. They got to resort to trying to cheat. Let's give them another round of booze and shame. It's not going to work. Not gonna work. It's not gonna work, MAGA. It's not gonna work. I'm just gonna give you another heads up. I'm giving you this game away for free. Don't you dare try it. All right. This country. It took a lot for us to get to where we're at in this country, and I want you to go back and ask yourself: does everyone in this country that's still here? Ask yourself, what was the struggle behind them getting to where we're at right now? You think these folks are going to sit back and allow you, with your deranged, out of shape selves, to do anything to take us back? Absolutely. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So that wraps up the morning show, and it's time to open up these boxes and hear from those of you who are brave enough to get in the box and tell the truth. Greetings, HVAC. I do see you, my good friend. All right. This live, ladies and gentlemen, is all about being able to get in the box and tell the truth. If you are a Trump supporter, the only thing I really want to hear from you is, Zeus and the rest of America, we're sorry. Are there any Trump supporters out there right now who have listened to this special broadcast and that spirit has came over you? Let me open up these boxes. And that spirit has came over you, all right? And you are now ready to apologize, all right, Empress? And you're now ready to apologize to the United States of America. Any Trump supporters out there want to apologize? All right, my box is always open for you. All right, but you gotta come in and you gotta sincerely mean it. Don't get in here and start trying to. I got you, Zeus. This isn't the space for that. When I go and venture outside of the kingdom, that's when you can have those conversations with me. All right, but not in the morning show. This is sacred, holy ground. All right. It really is, and it's specially crafted this way because there are thousands and thousands of folks out here who check on the information that's being shared here so that they can go on about their day, right? And I don't need you trying to pollute it with your nasty, nasty nonsense. Redneck troll, I won't be apologizing. It's you, redneck troll. You're going to be apologizing, all right? As a matter of fact. If you don't check yourself, you're gonna end up wrecking yourself, and you're gonna be just like Jenna Ellis and all of these other folks out here begging the judge for forgiveness. Imagine that, redneck, whatever you call yourself. You're going to be apologizing real soon, especially when you find out Biden is going to get a second term. Oh God, Zeus, I'm so sorry, Zeus. You really were right. And I went out here and I did all these nasty things and I embarrassed myself. Like I said, redneck, hillbilly, whatever you call yourself, get a real account and turn your camera on. All you Trump supporters, I can't take you folks serious. I can't take a Trump supporter serious when they don't want to turn on their camera. All right. Listen, it's easy to talk tough. It really is. It's real easy to talk tough and lie when nobody can look at you. But turn your camera on. What do you got to hide? Aren't you proud of yourself? Aren't you proud of your intelligence? Stand on it. Be a man. Be an adult. Be a woman. And stop crying. All right, let me bring up my first guest, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. How you doing? Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
What's up?
Oh,
So, like
hold on one
yesterday,
second. Good morning. Hold on one second. Zeus got to get plugged in. All right, all right, all right. How you
all right,
doing, Nutty?
what's going on, my brother? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Oh, good to see you too. Good to see you. Another day in the kingdom.
And yet another day that I have another message for you.
What do you
So,
got this time? And
our
it better be
friend,
truth.
it is truth because I'm only going to bring truth in the kingdom.
Fair enough. I like
Our
that.
friend, Unbrace, said she retracts everything that she said yesterday.
Oh,
That
good. That's
she,
smart of her.
that she was wrong. That I am the most handsome, and that she.
Nutty.
I'm just, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Nutty. I'm actually starting to get real concerned about you. Is everything
Don't
okay?
don't be
Is everything
concerned about me,
okay?
my friend. Don't be concerned about me. Trust me. I'm okay. I see.
I
This
mean,
doesn't come as a surprise to me because I've always known the truth. You just had a hard time accepting it.
but
So
Nutty,
I think
I've
because
never seen you this way before, and I've known you
because
for a
you
while.
because you've been out here doing the hard work.
Hmm.
I think you've gotten some of the cooties from the MAGA demons, and so
Hmm.
it's warping
No,
some
no,
of
no,
your
no, 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 no.
thinking.
Nutty. I'm pure.
You're
I'm
pure.
pure. Yeah, I'm pure.
Oh, okay, all right,
Yeah, yeah,
all right.
yeah. But you know what they say, right? Every nutty accusation is a nutty confession.
Nutty confession. So you're now categorizing me with the MAGAs. Okay. So
I'm-
so maybe I missed it. Maybe I missed it. I didn't hear it in the
oh
monologue
God.
today. Did you
Uh huh.
did you bring up anything about the speakership?
No, no, no. I did not. Go ahead and speak on it,
Well,
please.
so it's so Tom Emers
Mm-hmm.
emerged as the designee yesterday, and within being the designee for House Speaker for the Republican Party, dropped out 3 hours later
Yeah, I did see that.
because of Donald Trump.
Mm.
This man, this man is literally fighting for everything he can fight for of his empire, not so empire in New
Right.
York, but steps out of the court enough to call him a rhino because he voted to certify the election.
Wow. Wow.
So now
I mean,
they
he was a terrible choice anyway, but
he, but
you see what that one thing can do to someone, right?
yes, absolutely. But now Mike Johnson out of Louisiana has now the nod from the conference,
Mm.
and he has been described as a Jim Jordan with a coat
Really?
because he just doesn't have the high profile of Jim Jordan because Jim Jordan he's just stupid without cause.
Wow.
This guy, he's just stupid, but he's a smart stupid.
Mm. He's a
So
use.
he
I heard he's on Putin's wish list. That's what I heard.
he's a MAGA through and through. So he is a more dangerous version of Jim Jordan
Mm.
because we don't know him intrinsically like we do Jim Jordan.
Right.
So he keeps his cards close to his chest, where Jim Jordan he's just all out there.
Wow.
So they're thinking about doing a vote at noon Eastern Standard Time. So we will see if he has the votes to become speaker.
Mm.
But I just want the right to be. Come on, y'all. I know
Right.
you got Stacy and Janae. Like, help me understand this, because Zeus, do you understand it?
Do I
We're
understand what?
we're going
The,
into our fourth week with half of our chamber shut down.
mm. Yeah.
We can't
Uh,
we can't do any
they're do,
business in this country.
they're doing whatever they can to hobble the Biden administration to stop him from getting reelected, right? I mean, everything that's going on in this country that they're complaining about, we all know it's MAGA Republicans who have been sabotaging the policies that Biden has passed, right? And making sure it gets implemented successfully. They're stopping
Yeah,
it intentionally to make sure President Biden doesn't have a good chance at getting reelected. But I think the American people have woken up to this and they're not going to fall for it.
but here's the thing. Here's the thing, Zeus. People
What's
are not
that?
understanding that the House of Representatives, they are the gatekeepers to the purse, to the bank
Mm,
accounts of the United
right.
States of America. No business is being done. So they want to get in here and scream about how patriotic they are and how they support our military and how they support this, that, and the other. Do they know
Right.
that when the house is not functioning, these
Right.
people are not getting paid?
Right. Right. They
You're
know
not
this.
taking care of the troops
No,
when the house is not functioning and paying its bills.
that's right.
The president has no control over this, y'all.
Thank you.
Zero. The president just can't sign an executive order and say, okay, we're going to pay the troops today. That's not how this government works.
Bingo.
So I heard the bill. I'll finish that tomorrow. But
All right.
have,
But I
have a good
appreciate
day.
you coming up here and bringing this truth. All right, my good
Yeah.
friend Nutty.
People need to know that this, we're going into the fourth week without a House Speaker. And it's crippling the United States. If you
Yep.
truly care about the United States like you say you do, you would call on your people to elect someone that will reach across the aisle and
Mm.
say, let's do what's best for America. But y'all
Yep.
ain't got nobody. Y'all ain't got nobody. So,
Nobody.
with that being said, have a great day, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Nutty Professor a round of applause. No lies detected. Now, I still see that there's some MAGA possessed demons in this live right now trying to give my people a hard time. You know, if you don't like this content, you don't have to be here. I get it. You hate me. The feeling is mutual, though, all right? All right, thank you, Ginger. All right. I mean, actually, I don't really hate you folks. All right. I actually think, I actually think I'm helping you, and actually, you're gonna end up actually saying, Zeus, you're quite a good person, right? When this all settles, right? So, but if you don't like the truth, again, listen to your leader.
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country, if you're not happy here, you can leave. If you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now. Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too. But if you're not happy, you can leave.
I haven't asked it yet, but to my fellow Democrats, independents, and real Republicans, I got a question to ask, and I'm going to ask you answer it while these MAGA folks are here. Are any of you forcing MAGA to stay in the country? Is there anyone in the comments, by show of hands, who is forcing MAGA to stay here in the United States? You see that? You see that? You see that, MAGA? No one's forcing you to be here. I think you should do the right thing. I think you really should make America great again. And pack your bags, MAGA. Pack your bags and go on over there and be with Vladimir Putin. Can you do that for us, MAGA? All right? You got money. There's nothing else you need to do here in the United States. Just go. Just go. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning. No one wants you here. All right? Now, there is a path forward, but you got to really do it. You have to apologize. All right? So I know that hurts some of you today. That hurts some of your feelings, and you're probably in that car crying right now because you see no one wants you to still be here. But there's a path forward, and all you got to do is come forward today. Come to my box, send me a request, and repent. All right? And I'll help you get there. All right? And that's the only path forward, MAGA. Other than that, you got to go. You really do. All right? Now let's bring up our next panelist, ladies and gentlemen. All right, Clickbait, I know you want to, I know you're thinking about that offer, but we can talk offline in terms of how to get you there. All right, Clickbait. Good morning, brother Swervin.
Add on to the existing columns to create some roadside-inspired huts.
Swervin.
Tin roof and weathered siding. The floor right now is cold.
Hey, good morning, Zeus.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. Okay.
I was on my other call there.
Hey,
My bad, man. How you doing this morning?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, you know me, man. Just living the dream one day at a time.
That's right. That's all we can do, right?
That's right. That's right. So, Zeus, I was in that live you were in yesterday.
Oh, really?
With Stacy and all those people, and you tell me how Joe Biden got more votes than Obama in less counties. It's called population. People move.
Thank you.
And the populations grow. People have children. The populations grow. Okay.
Tell them.
Huh?
I said, keep on telling them. They don't get it.
No, they don't. They don't understand that people move. Populations grow. Regardless of what they think, populations grow. So she was an idiot. And I'll say that with my whole chest. Then I was in another live where Janae, we know the ramifications of the plea deals that they've made. They're not allowed to speak with the other defendants, and they are not allowed to talk to the media. So Here comes Janae lying yet again.
Oh.
Here comes Janae lying. And yes, Janae, you lied. Because she goes, well, Sidney Powell did an interview just a couple of days ago. And I went and looked. And when I finally made my way to the box, Miss Holland had already said it. But when I made my way to the box, I had found the same thing Miss Holland found. The video that Janae was trying to use as Sidney Powell's interview from just a few days ago was over 2 years ago. So there is Janae lying again, trying to support her narrative of Sidney Powell didn't flip on Trump. Okay, and Sidney Powell, yes, Sidney Powell is an idiot. However, she's not dumb enough to violate the terms of her agreement. As an attorney, she knows fully well what would happen if she violated the terms of her agreement. So yeah,
Right.
she flipped on Trump, Janae, and Stacey, and then Stacey is sitting there talking to you, talking about where this money came from for
The
the
Iran.
$600 billion
Yeah.
for Iran.
Yeah.
That money is sitting there in a Qatari bank account right now, and it still has not been touched by Iran. It's still just sitting there, literally. So they want to sit here and try to make this connection that Joe Biden helped Iran fund Hamas so they could have this attack.
Right.
These are the conspiracy theory whack jobs that sit there and they try to make these, they try to connect these dots. That money that Joe Biden released, actually Joe Biden didn't release it. He got South Korea to release it to a Qatari bank.
Bingo.
And in Qatar, that money is still sitting there. Iran has yet to touch it.
Bingo.
All of it. They have not touched it. So to sit here and say that Joe Biden helped Iran fund Hamas so they could have this attack on Israel, Hamas has been planning this attack for the past 2 years. They've had all the equipment that they needed for the past 2 years. They used hardline cell phones or hardline telephones in their tunnels. No cell phones. They kept everything a secret. So when it comes to people like Stacey and Janae and even Snuggles, y'all are flat out liars.
Boom.
You are flat out liars. And I can just hear Janae now. Oh, well, Swervin, you need to go look at this video. Because I'm not a liar. Yes, you're a liar, Janae. You're a liar. To sit there and use a video from 2 years ago and claim that Sidney Powell just gave an interview, you're not only a liar, but you're a sycophant, suck-up, Trump-humping, taint-sniffing fool.
Oh.
Because you sat there and you tried to use that video from 2 years ago. All you had to do was spend 10 seconds and you would have saw the same thing that I saw. The date on the video from 2 years ago. All y'all do is lie. All y'all do is lie. And as my friend Nettie Professor would say, the devil is a lie. As Zeus's grandmother would say, tell the truth and shame the devil. Y'all are nothing but a bunch of devil-ass liars. Excuse my French.
Keep it. Oh, I got that.
I've listened to them in these lives. They are sitting there lying their behinds off. And Rudy. Snuggles is the ringleader.
The Snuggles demon.
Oh my God, these are such fools. They don't want to look at any facts. They want to claim that Joe Biden somehow funded a terrorist organization to attack Israel. Give me a freaking break.
Exactly.
So, anywho, Zeus, I heard my bell. I apologize for going over, man, but yeah, they're all liars. Flat out stinking, full, Trump-supporting, taint-sniffing, boot-licking liars.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh.
That's what they are. And I would say that with my whole chest, 10 toes down in the sand. So, Zeus, you go ahead and get back to managing the affairs of the kingdom, brother. I appreciate you letting me up.
Yeah.
To all my friends in the chat and the comments, you all have a great day. Please be safe out there and have fun while you're doing it. Thanks again, Zeus.
You're absolutely welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Brother Swervin a round of applause. Now, I know people are getting in their feelings about us having these open dialogue or these open remarks about folks that we all know on this app. Traditionally, I wouldn't do that, but at this point, ladies and gentlemen, the gloves are off. The gloves are off, right? The gloves are off, and we got to start calling these devils out by their name, right? These folks are lying. It's disturbing to Zeus that these so-called Christians, these so-called MAGA followers, these folks that pride themselves on being affiliated with law enforcement, these folks that pride themselves on being attorneys, it's disturbing that they still get on this app and willfully lie and endanger. What they do is endanger the lives of the people that are listening to them because they don't tell them the truth. All right? And I'm a firm believer that if you know what happens when you don't face the truth, you end up getting smacked with the truth. All right? You could run around this app all you want. You really can. But here's the deal. The truth will seek you out, right? It will find you no matter what place on this app you're trying to hide, no matter what walk of life you're trying to hide. The truth will find your behind and deal with you accordingly. All right? And I'm making it a point to drive that point home today because we got how many people? 5 people that were in Trump's orbit that directly worked with this man who have now flipped and are cooperating with law enforcement. All right? That means playtime is over for them. But for you, you still playing. You still think this is a joke. But if you don't shape up right now, if you don't straighten up right now, you're going to be in the same situation as these folks or worse. All right? And if you're mad at me, you shouldn't be. You should be mad at yourself because, yeah, it is embarrassing that Zeus and all his friends have to get out here day in and day out and speak to your souls the way that we do. You know, my grandmother always says, if you know better, you do better. But some of you folks, I'm starting to think you just don't know any better. Because I refuse to believe that you know. I refuse to believe that you actually know better and you are just doing what you do. Takesha, what happened? I think we are having some connection issues. All right. Takesha, do you want to send another request? I think there was something happening, all right? Don't tell me the devil got you this early, all right? Good morning, Sister Takesha. How are you doing?
I belong to the Lord. The devil can't do nothing to me.
Bingo. Speak on it.
I'm so tired, Zeus, because I ran around TikTok yesterday like FloJo. And I went in that live you were in, you know, when you were debating the human hammock, which is Stacy, because she just blows whatever way the wind blows.
I never heard that one.
And Snuggles, you know. I don't know why I like Snuggles, but I kind of do. But what I learned from them yesterday, Zeus, is that they don't listen to understand, they listen to respond. Because they said some things yesterday that made no sense. I was confused at how Snuggles was going to argue with Bach, who served, about the
I remember that. The Iran situation with Soleimani, right?
Right. And that man said that he was shot at.
Yeah.
He was shot. But Snuggles said he was shot. And then I looked at HVAC, who looks like he been in.
Be nice now.
I'm going to leave it alone because HVAC look like he just need to go outside in the rain with some soap and water and just shower all day long. But what I'm saying is this. They got to stop the foolishness. They don't know because they ain't listening, Zeus. They round here falling leaky cheeks lying, and leaky cheeks making up stuff. And so they've gotten into this leaky cheeks lie. You know, people turning on him faster than anything we've ever seen. And now you got these people being put up for speaker. And then because Leaky Cheeks say something, they want to stop and step down. What kind of power does Leaky Cheeks have over all these people? Is it the aroma from the diaper that gets in their nose and makes them, hypnotize them, What is going on with all this fear of Leaky Cheeks? We're not pulling MAGA.
No.
MAGA don't care. All they care is that Trump get in the camera and say, I love you. And then they get excited and they get turned on. And then they draw to him a little further. But let me tell you this, Zeus. What he has not gained is new followers.
Bingo. Preach.
That's why I'm not concerned if he runs. The only thing he's going to run is out. Because he's not going to win because he has no
what a shame.
followers. He just got those same people that's been with him all this time. Nobody has lost their mind enough to go and be for Donald Trump. So he don't have to come off the ballot. Because the ballot ain't gonna matter because he's not gonna win. So everybody just need to stop being scared.
Right.
Because Leaky Cheeks ain't finna win. Half of MAGA don't even vote because they can't. So just calm down about the whole situation. But you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
Debating all those people. They had no comebacks and they had no come-ins. And I just want to tell you, I'm proud of you.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
I'm
I
very
really
proud of you.
appreciate
You
it.
know your stuff and you stand on what you know, and that's what you gotta do. Because baby, at the very end of the day, they gonna catch something that's gonna catch their ear, that's gonna get past the illusion they have that Trump is wonderful, and we probably gonna be able to save a couple of them.
We might. We just might.
And I'm gonna hold a baptism.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Invite
put
me
my
to
robe on and throw my hand in the air, and I'm gonna baptize them.
it. Okay, yeah. Get that MAGA demon out of them. All right.
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
let 'em come back.
about.
Don't let them go down a dry devil and let them come back up a wet one. All right. We want the demon out.
Oh no, I'm gonna leave them down there until they confess. And hope they can hold their breath long enough.
Oh,
but
Lord.
I'm gonna hold them down there until they confess.
Okay, that's a good start, then. Hey, listen, I can deal with that. All right.
All right. Oh, but I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna be selling Jenna juice.
Oh, Jenna juice. That sounds
It's
like
gonna be her. It's gonna be her tears mixed with a little Kool-Aid. And so I'm gonna be selling Jenna juice. So Trump tears, and
Come
Jenna
and get
juice.
them.
Jenna juice and Trump tears.
Tell
That's my
'em.
new product. So
All right.
make sure you advertise that for me.
I will, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you,
Takesha
sir.
will be selling Jenna juice. All right.
Jenna
Please
juice.
Jenna juice. Please make sure you follow hers and get yours today.
Thank
All
you.
right?
So $19.99 for regular people and 17 payments of $10 for MAGA. That still equals to $19.99, MAGA, because you sure don't know nothing about MAGA. All right now.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Takesha. No lies detected. There's no lies that's detected. Listen, I still see there's some dissension in the comment section. MAGA, why are you here listening to us? Don't you got something else to do? Don't you got some more conspiracies to spread around on this app so that we can find them and get you and hold you accountable for them?
If you're not happy here, then you can leave. As far as I'm concerned, if you hate our country.
All right. Dark Cece, what do you got?
Hello, darling. How are you doing this lovely, beautiful morning, like your beautiful, lovely self?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. You're on point. You came in right, all right?
Right on
I'm doing
time,
all
girl.
right. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I missed yesterday with your chaos because I was getting my hair did.
Oh, okay. I listen. You didn't miss nothing. You didn't miss a thing, all right? As long as you're taking care of yourself, all right?
I'm sure it was pure chaos if you were in the live with them.
Yeah, but you know we're used to it. They know that what I'm saying is right, and they're fighting it.
Oh yeah, they know they're going down.
They are.
But you know what is so funny?
What's that, Cece?
Snuggle. Oh my, sorry.
You okay?
No.
You okay? You laughing at Snuggles? It is funny, right? It is funny because he thinks that he's winning, but he's not winning.
It chokes me up. He's trying to be like you more and more every day. The only thing he's lacking. Have you ever heard of Just for Men?
I have heard of Just for Men.
Well, he needs a little bit of that on that beard and mustache that he's trying to grow.
That's funny, Cece. You know you just hurt his feelings, right?
I don't care.
You're right, Stick to Rick.
I think you need to loan him one of your accounts.
Absolutely not. It ain't gonna happen, Dark CC. It's not gonna happen. I refuse to do that. All right.
Yeah,
He wouldn't know what to do with it anyway. It's out of his league. It's like the shoes are too big for him.
yeah, it would be
But
deleted.
but it makes me laugh that it makes you laugh, right? I mean, I didn't know you go into his lives and you literally laugh at him trying to emulate Zeus, right? I mean,
No, it's him. It's him sending me videos. He's constantly sending me videos. And when I saw that he needs 300 people, I just busted out laughing. I said, he lost another one.
They gonna keep losing them. This is my point. They're gonna keep losing, and even while they're losing, they say they're winning, and they're gonna keep saying it until the good Lord calls them home. That's why I have no problem sending Donald Trump and his supporters straight to hell.
Yeah, I don't understand their thinking. I never will. There's times you think, I wonder, I would like to have the brain for just like 30 minutes to see exactly what's running through those rat brains of theirs.
You call them rat brains, huh?
Yeah, rat brains. But no, I'd rather be my sane self than be that delusional.
Yeah.
Because they are totally delusional. Get
Tell 'em.
over it. Get over it. And I have crying towels for sale. I want you
Tell
to
'em.
know.
Oh, okay. How much are they?
Well, it depends on the size. It depends on the tiers. Anywhere from $10 to $15. And I'm also going to start a pen pal campaign.
Oh.
You remember the pen pals back in the day?
Yeah. You bringing that back?
Yeah, we're going to do a pen pal thing for Trumpy Dumpy.
Okay, I like it. Yes, I love it.
And then I'm going to donate it. Okay?
Fair enough. Well, make sure you give me my cut, all right, Cece?
You got it, buddy.
All right. Well, listen.
Thank you for bringing me up. I'm not
you're-
going to divorce you because you brought me up quick. I appreciate
Listen. I learn. I know how to conduct myself
it.
pretty well, right?
You're just a handsome devil.
Well, listen,
Sorry,
don't let...
buddy. Sorry, buddy.
All right. Well, listen, thank you, Dark CC.
All right, buddy. You have a good day.
All right, you too, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up to the beautiful Dark CC. No lies detected. You see, it's not that hard to get in the box and tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Listen, if you want to spread lies and misinformation, do that on your own time. But when you come in here, you got to tell the truth. All right, good morning, Miss Tiffany. How are you?
Good morning, Zeus. Good morning, Kingdom.
Good morning.
Well, firstly, I've been loving on myself this morning. Take that how you want to.
Oh my goodness.
Secondly, but here's the thing. I'm going to piggyback off of what Takesha said. Because, she was talking about tears. I'm going to lend some of my to MAGA women and men to give them some juiciness, to know what it's like to be a juicy, saucy, whitey woman. Okay.
Oh.
See, but the thing is, besides loving on yourself, see what else I do is I read and I listen. And that's one thing that they are heavily missing. See how I read bars?
Bars, yeah, you did it. I like the cadence that you took when you did that too, right? You paused and then you jumped back in real nice, like, yeah. Good morning, T.
Yeah. So on a more serious note, it's getting hot in here. Okay,
yeah,
on a more
it is.
serious note, I just watched over the weekend on Max. Have you heard of these documentaries? Right, one is The Insurrectionists Next Door.
Oh no, I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, so basically it's Nancy Pelosi's daughter that is interviewing the insurrectionists of January 6th who have actually been awaiting their trials, like sentencing. And one of the individuals who stormed the Capitol on January 6th actually blamed the left for his girlfriend leaving him. And that's why he showed up at the Capitol on January 6th. No, what? I know, it sounds crazy.
How does his girlfriend, how did he tie his girlfriend leaving him on the left?
Right, well, that's the thing. I mean, these men, so hold on. These men and these MAGA demons are very, very lonely and bored. And it just goes to show you how heavily, I've talked about this before, how influence can really, really prey on these men who are very weak-minded and lonely. And yes, literally, this one person admits and says, she says this to him, Nancy Pelosi's daughter, who films the documentary. She's like, so you're blaming the left for your girlfriend leaving you? And he basically was like, yes. So, but it follows other people, and so, two of the other insurrectionists literally just were like, we were on a road trip and we just decided to show up in DC. But I think that was live. But the point is,
wow.
Yes.
Wow.
MAGA hat equals sleeping alone.
This is what the root of the problem is, right? These folks, they don't know how to interact with women. These guys, they don't know how to interact with women.
Well, that's part of it. I mean, the lack of education is another, but it's
frustrated. They sitting at home frustrated right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And the other one, really quick before I go, is called on Max, also called Not an Accident. That's what it's called, and it follows the legal team that is representing the victims of the Charlottesville attacks.
Oh, okay.
So anyway,
those are both on Cinemax.
No, not Cinemax. Does that even exist anymore? I don't know.
Well, Max, isn't that what they call it now? I mean, I got the app. It just says Max. I mean, I don't know if that.
HBO Max. So like now.
Okay. We'll see how far out.
And
HBO Max. Got it.
Yeah. So this is also very like astonishing, but the conspiring efforts and the uptake of like domestic terrorism is just really, really paining and really scary to watch. But these MAGA demons are Delulu. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to check it out. I know I have Max, but I will have to check that out. And also really quick before I go, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Hill Harper is an actor. I think he's been in a lot of things and he's written and directed. He's actually running for Senate in Michigan, which is my state. So I'm super happy to see that he's running. So he's dope. So if you get a chance, look into his campaign and what he's doing.
Hill Harper, he's a Democrat in Michigan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, please look into it. All right.
Love y'all. Thank you for having me. Have a good day, guys.
Anytime. All right, and you stay safe out there in these TikTok streets. All right, you got a lot of.
Juicy, do the car and the smoke. I've been asking for it and begging.
Listen, we gotta do that. I might do it later. All right, I might have to do it later.
Okay, love y'all.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Tiffany a round of applause. Right, no lies detected. You see that? We get a lot of good information coming out of this morning show. This is why we do this. I mean, I bring the heavy hammer down, but all of you panelists, listen, you are all doing God's work, making sure that this truth gets out here and people hear it. All right, that's what this is about. All right. Oh my goodness, we got a nice lineup today. Good morning, Miss Ave. How are you doing?
I am doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Just another day in the kingdom, tending to the affairs as usual.
I wanted to just make a note. I've been seeing a lot of these like MAGA people that are still talking about the vaccine.
Really?
They're still very much anti-vax. And actually one of the biggest proponents, a lady, she passed away yesterday or day before yesterday.
Really?
From COVID. She's a huge MAGA, huge anti-vaxxer.
Wow.
And for all of MAGA
Jesus
that wants us to argue with you about the effectiveness of the vaccine, on behalf of the cult of Darwinism, please don't get the vaccine.
Oh.
Don't get it. We don't want you to get the vaccine. We don't want you to wear masks. We want you to all congregate. As a matter of fact, I want you to find your nearest MAGA church, and I want y'all to fill it up to capacity. No masks, no vaccines. And I want
now they're saying we might get into some nasty talk if they might take the live down if we go too deep with the vax. I think that's what I'm hearing.
Okay, I got you.
I keep going though.
But I just say, when you get in the church and pile in, I want y'all to sing hallelujah, since that H let out a lot of air. I want all y'all songs to have strong H's and W's to push air out.
Tell them.
And I want y'all to all gather together and hug And
Hug.
yeah.
You want them to put and just give each other
Embrace it.
everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I want y'all to really bond together.
Spread the nasty.
No, spread love. This is in the name of love.
You calling it?
No, their love for each other. I hate them. I hate them. But they gotta love each other. Nobody else love them. So I just want y'all to all get together. I want you to be at every Trump rally. I want you to take all the masks in within a 5-mile vicinity and just burn them. And I want y'all to be bunched up together like a can of sardines. I want all y'all packed together tight. You know how when you open up them sardines, they be packed in tight?
Yeah. You like, how'd they do this? They got so many in this little can.
Listen, I just want them to understand we are not against your right. That's your choice.
Thank
So I want y'all to gather under the umbrella of Darwinism, and let's put y'all on the threshing floor, and then separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah. Oh, that's biblical. That's biblical what you just said.
There you go. I know the word.
Tell the truth.
Hallelujah.
The devil.
Hallelujah.
Hey.
Yeah. So
and spread that H around. I like that because when you go deep with it like that, that's how you get it out in the open. I get it.
Yeah, you know how when people have bad breath and they always emphasize have a happy day.
Yeah.
I want y'all to do that. I want y'all, that's what I want. So this is for all of y'all, and it's I'm saying this not out of love, out of pure hate. Actually, I hate all of y'all. I really do. So,
oh my God.
No, I do. They don't like me. I think they didn't forgot. They spent the 4 years that Trump was in office hating everybody. They hated everybody, and as long as they thought that they were in the winner's seat, they didn't care what we thought.
They didn't.
Remember, cry your liberal tears. We don't care what you think.
I remember.
Yeah, I do too.
I remember those nasty words now. It's all coming back. It's all coming back.
It never left me. So I give as good as I get. You hated me, I hate you too. So there we go. We even.
Their gloves are off.
Right.
Gloves are off.
But I do love you enough to wish that you stay unprotected and burn all your masks and get together. So.
Oh my God.
And I just want to know. I don't think Janae want to talk to me no more, Zeus.
Oh no. I think she's learned her lesson.
I'm kind of hurt.
Yeah. Well, don't be. Consider it a great badge of courage.
I want to know why Miss Millie put me down like that.
I can't speak. I can't speak on it. But
I'm out though.
Consider it a great badge of courage. All right.
All right. Tell Miss Millie when she come back. I said, hey.
All right. I will. I'll give her your regards. All right.
And somebody buy HVAC some shampoo.
Okay. All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Miss Ave Maria a round of applause. Nope. Now listen, ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of people are asking, Zeus, why are you all just unloading on the MAGA today? And I want to remind you, Trump supporters, how we got here. All right, we got here because you didn't stop when we told you the first time you're going in a dark and dangerous direction, and you need to stop. And so along those lines, matters have escalated, and now we can't be kind to you anymore. We really can't be. It's like your leader says the gloves are off, right?
He's deranged.
What did he say? The gloves are off. Let's see.
Everyone knows and I wouldn't have said this 3 weeks ago. I wouldn't have said it. I was actually very kind to him. But now we can't be kind anymore because the gloves are off.
Right.
The jar has been opened.
Yeah. The gloves are off and the jar is open, MAGA. And you did this. Thank you, Rick. All right. You did this, and we are going to make sure we all stick through it and handle it together. Oh my gosh, we got a lot of people. All right. I saw you, Shady. Now, what were you saying to Zeus in the comment section, Shady? Good morning. How are you?
Zeus, I'm gonna get you. I gotta go to work.
Oh, I'm so sorry. What time do you? Okay, never mind. You're right there.
Anyways, good morning.
Good morning.
No, I just wanted to say I was also listening to that live yesterday.
Oh.
And the one thing that got me hot yesterday
Talk to him.
was Mama Cat said some real racist-ish. I can't remember what y'all talking about. She dropped some so-called, black folks' names like Jerome, type names, and she did it twice. And Papa Storm got in her butt. He got on her, and Oil did drop her finally. But what pisses me off the most is that she got in that live and did that, and she knew what she was doing. And what makes me mad about it is that Oil, and I'm going to put her business on Front Street because she put her business in these TikTok streets, so everybody should know. And if you don't know, I'm about to let you know. I'm about to put the business in the street. She got the nerve to be racist on a black man's live. Meanwhile, that same black man just, a week or two ago, did a little telethon for her because she couldn't pay her electric bill and raised her $900 to pay her electric bill. And you gonna be racist on that black man's life?
Now, I don't know the ins and outs, all right, but I know Oil, and I know me and Oil have a good relationship, so I can't really speak on this.
I can speak on it because I was in the live when he did it.
He's a good guy. He's a good person.
And she confirmed it on there and said, after it was done, he said, I'm not going to say who it was for. And she said, I'll say it was for me. She said it was for my electric bill. She said it herself on the live. So she put her business in the streets. Somebody said, why are you sick? And she said, it's because my electric bill. I didn't have no electric. So if you going to be on these TikTok streets and be racist on a black man's live, that got you money to pay your own electric bill, I don't care. I'm going to put your business in the street. Have this black man help you pay for something, and you're going to sit there and be racist on his live? I don't think so. That's nasty. That ain't nothing but the devil. That ain't nothing but the MAGA demon. And I'm sorry, I don't play that. We go back and forth. It's just like teams. It's, red against blue. I get that. But when you do that, that's one thing that I do not like, is people being just racist and nasty. And especially when someone has helped you, absolutely not. You don't do that.
Can I ask a question? Did any Democrats donate in your basement?
I'm sure they did because no one knew what they were donating for. He didn't say what the donations were for. No one knew until after.
Well, that gives me a lot of joy, though, Shady. I'm gonna be honest, because
it was nice of him. It was super nice.
I mean, but not just him, but anybody that donated, to someone in need, it shows the charity. But I hear what you're saying. It does, but I don't want the people who did support. I don't want them to feel like they did something wrong, right? I mean, because when you give, you really should just give out of the abundance of your heart. And if people are doing mean things, it's on them. But you did the right thing. So I'm proud of my fellow Democrats, all right? I really am. But please continue.
Because we give. We give from our hearts. And that's what I'm saying, is that they shouldn't be nasty like that. Those are the people that are in those lives. They are nasty people. And then Stacey had the nerve to say, well, that's not racist. What she said, she's not racist. And I said, you know what? I'm sick of y'all telling us what racist is. You don't live in my skin. You don't have this skin color to tell me what racism looks like.
This is
so
deep.
That's what makes me upset. Don't tell me what racism looks like, and don't sit here and ask for help and then be racist on somebody's live that is helping you. And I love Oil for that. He has a great heart. But don't sit there and spit in his face by being racist in that black man's live that helped you when you needed help.
Amen.
And it wasn't on a MAGA live that helped you get your electric back on.
God don't like ugly. I keep telling you, Trump supporters, at some point you're gonna have to repent, and the time is coming close. No, you're running out of places to hide.
And it's horrible. And she speaks so bad about everybody. And it's like, those are the ones that need help. Those are the people that say, we don't want people coming across our borders. We don't want this. We don't want trans people. We don't want this. We don't want that. But you the first one that need help with your electric bill. You the first one that
tell them.
You the first one that needs some help. You the first person that probably need food stamps. But you the one that's voting for Trump and talking all this mess. You need to go sit down somewhere and have several seats. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this dude. But anyways, I'm sorry. You got me riled up this morning before I get in here in this office.
Well, listen, you told the truth and you shamed the devil. I think that's a good thing, all right? Now that energy is out here and it's going to be dealt with, right? You should feel better. And thank you for having the courage to get in the box and tell the truth, all right? I really do appreciate it. We're going to get it together out here on this app.
We're going to get it together. We're going to get it because I'm going to call them out at every turn. I don't care who gets mad. I don't care who's in their feelings because I'm not putting nobody's business out there. She put her business out there in the streets. I'm just telling the good news. I'm just letting it know. If you going to ask for help and you going to turn around and be racist, I'm going to put you on blast. Just be...
Yep, I understand and completely agree. You got my vote. All right.
All right, have a good day in the kingdom, y'all.
You will. All right, we will and we shall. All right. See, so ladies and gentlemen, let's give the beautiful Shady a round of applause. And I'm just going to add this. I'm going to add this about the whole helping people. If you really do help someone out of the kindness of your heart and they do you wrong, that's truly on them. Don't let it ruin your day. Your blessings will continue. All right. Trust me. I'm a living proof of this. All right. But I also need to address this to those MAGA folks out there. You should start taking care of your own. Right. I mean, every time I turn on the news and I look on this app, it's always MAGA versus MAGA in some nasty situation. Why can't y'all come together and unite for once? Right. I mean, once again, Democrats are bailing you out. And what do? You disrespect us. You curse at us. You hurl insults at us. Even though we're helping you. Wow. Y'all really got a nasty demon going on. And y'all really do need to repent. I know it's funny the way I bring this content and I bring this heavy hammer of truth down. I know it's funny the way that I do it. But there's some truth in what I'm saying. Y'all really do need to get it together. This isn't even about Donald Trump anymore. This isn't even about President. This is about you. Something's wrong with you. Your hearts are hardened. They're darkened. All right? There's no light in you. You see truth and you run the exact opposite direction. Something's wrong with you. All right? So, Tiny Tim, I don't know where you're at right now. You're probably driving around on one of these freeways in the United States, right? You know, one of the freeways that the Department of Transportation helped build that you say you don't want to fund because you don't trust the government. Tiny Tim, pull that truck over right now and listen to this special broadcast. Your soul is on the line. And if you don't repent today, you will end up in hell. All right? Enough is enough, Tiny Tim. And that goes out to all you other Trump supporters. Playtime is over. All right, you see these Trump supporters taking these plea deals. Why do you think they're doing that? And you can believe the lie and say that they're being pressured by the government to do that. The government ain't doing nothing it ain't been doing. A lot of people are in court every day. If you don't believe me, go to your local courthouse right now, and I guarantee you, you're going to see a lot of Americans go into court. That's not unusual. What's unusual is your special behind thinks you shouldn't have to get in line like all these other criminals because you support Donald Trump. Have you lost your ever-loving minds? And you think the rest of the world doesn't see you. That's why I say what I say. Nothing makes me chuckle more than to know that these Trump supporters, they get online every day on this app, TikTok. You could take a photo, you can go through your feed, right? You can, do a lot of things on this app. These folks actually hit the go live feature. And actually, they go one step further. You got Snuggles out here. He's asking you to give him 300 more followers so that he can go live and show the world just how ridiculous and deranged he is. I tell you, you can't make this stuff up, folks. You really can't. All right? And I know they're going to be mad at me, but guess what? I don't care. I know they ain't mad at me. They mad at themselves. Good morning, Shay.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you?
Oh, I'm all right. What an interesting morning, right?
I tell you, it's been an interesting morning, but I tell you, yesterday was so golden, it was not even funny. Right. Oh my God, yesterday in the news. I mean, you got Meadows, who it finally got uncovered, had taken an immunity deal, has spoken to the grand jury 3 times. Yes. And basically said, yeah, we lost it. Yeah, I know we lost the election, and I advised I advised, Trump to stop pushing the rhetoric that we lost, but he wouldn't listen to me, right? And so,
he did say that.
I mean, oh my God, I can't wait to see what he said. That's going to be incredible.
You know what's also incredible is Jack Smith has Mark Meadows' cell phone, right?
Oh, yep.
And we know there are members in Congress who were in direct communication with Mark Meadows. We're gonna see a lot of flipping.
Oh, we're gonna see a ton of flipping. I mean, it's on like Donkey Kong, and I think there's gonna be some more. There's gonna be some more flippers this week. And it's funny because they were saying that Fonnie Willis knew she wasn't gonna be trying 18 people. She knew there was going to be flipping. That's how she operates.
Yeah.
That's how she operates in all RICO cases. Yeah, she makes sure she gets the big fish, offers plea deals to the little fish to get the job done and nail the hammer to them. This is what she's good at. Yes, and absolutely shady, Lane. I couldn't concur with you any more than you did. I'm often on Oil Spills Lives, and I love my brother. He's awesome. He can run his platform how he wants, but it is very irritating that he has people like Janae and Stacy as mods because they're not mature enough to be mods. They bring their personal business to the lives. Oh, well, I don't like Shay. I don't like Heaven. I like and they'll just be muting people, right? But I do think it's hysterical because Buchanan, who's on our side, is one of his mods, and so they duke it out. And so, like, if Janae mutes somebody, Buchanan unmutes somebody, so it's pretty freaking
good.
It's kind of entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, I like what Oil is doing over there. He has a good heart, and that's, to me, all that matters.
He does. He's a good man, and I just want to remind the MAGA that are in his lives that he is a Democrat. He's our guy. But they get in there like, you can't stay here, and you do. I'm like, excuse me? You're pushing me out of Oil's lives? You need to get a grip. Like, seriously.
Oil Spill, straight facts. We're talking about Oil Spill. You should follow him. I don't know if he's here.
Yeah, Oil Spill's awesome. He really is. And I mean, there's some things I'm kind of like, come on, Oil, but I do not tell people how to run their own stuff, and I can choose to be there if I want to be. And
at best we submit complaints. At best you could submit a complaint. That's what I tell people. Well, if you don't like what Zeus is doing, you could submit a complaint, and someone will get to your request within 24 to 48 hours. But that's about it.
No, exactly. And what she said is true. Kat is a mess. And for her to be doing what she's doing when a black man helped her out and raised money for her light bill. I mean, come on, And where's your heart to people that need money, that need a leg up? I mean,
right.
We
and why doesn't MAGA help their own, right?
Well, that's my point. Why weren't her friends helping her? Why did it take a Democrat? A black man, a good man, period, to discover.
Where was clickbait? Where's clickbait in his 3 million?
He's a good man. Yeah, why aren't they?
Clickbait, you got $3 million, clickbait. Why aren't you not rising to the occasion?
Right, Shady, right? And so it is that. But let me talk about Mike Johnson real quick. So we've got Mike Johnson, right, who is MAGA to the core. He voted not to certify the 2020 election. He's anti-gay, anti-trans, everything. Okay. So I will be curious to see, like, they stood together, all these white faces. Sorry, it's true. All these white faces. I saw it. So disgusting. Sorry, and I'm white presenting, but regardless. But I'm just looking at this, and it's like, I just wanted to put those little pointed hats on all of them and draw them in because that's what it looked like. And there was a reporter that said, hey, you know what? You voted to not certify the election. And then there's this little white-haired lady from North Carolina. I think her name's Virginia Fox going, oh, shut up, boo, shut up, and it's like, okay, so we're going to see because there were 34 other votes in the first thing. I'll be interested to see if the moderate Democrats won't vote for him. So I think the MAGA wants a MAGA head, but I think there's a lot of moderates that will not vote for him. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens at noon.
Right. Noon today?
Eastern? Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, noon Eastern. Right. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's just a shit show. And then did y'all see, what's her face? Is it Joy?
Joy Reid.
Joy Reid, thank you. Or yes. Joyce Reid. Joyce Reid. Just started cracking up because one of the reporters out of the Capitol was basically saying that Kevin McCarthy was thinking about running again. And she literally lost it on air. She was dying laughing, throwing her papers. Like, she was like, you cannot. I mean, you cannot with this. It was hysterical.
Yeah.
But, yeah, guys, let's just hang in there. And we're winning. I'm going to pull the Snuggles line. We are winning. And,
We are.
Keep your head up because the dominoes are falling. Yeah, the dominoes are falling. But anyway, love you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you around on the TikTok streets, I'm sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful Shay. No lies detected. This is what it's all about. Keeping the kingdom 100% pure and honest. We got the truth level at 110%. All right, and we're actually settling affairs that are occurring in the kingdom as well. So this is awesome. This is how the truth gets out here, ladies and gentlemen. All right. We got a few more to go, and then Zeus has to get up out of here. All right. Good morning, the beautiful dark.
Good morning. I know you have to go. I'll try to keep it short. I'm gonna take the gloves off for a second. Like really bad, maybe. Clickbait. You need to shut the hell up down there. Really. Sorry. He does. He needs to shut up because he's down there attacking women. He's down there like literally going after Shay. There's really no need for it whatsoever. You're lucky you're even in here because if it were up to me, you would be gone. You really are a MAGA demon.
Listen up.
You are a MAGA demon to the max. And you really need to go. Anyway, to piggyback off what Shay was talking about with Kevin McCarthy, talking about, putting his hat back in the ring.
Right.
Also, they spoke on Jim Jordan being like an assistant. I don't know what exact word they used, but now.
Oh, assistant speaker or something like that, right?
They're going to be co-speakers together. Jim Jordan and Kevin McCarthy. Can you imagine? It's going to happen all over again.
Who comes up with these genius ideas? It's like Donald Trump himself is thinking of this stuff for them, right?
I have no idea. Like
The Office.
Talk about an S show with those two idiots together. I mean, that's not going to happen. But I mean, it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. With there's just not going to be any speaker, and then nothing is getting done, and they're still somehow blaming it on the Democrats.
Right.
And as far as these people over here on the right, they look like the Republicans. They're all fighting each other. They're imploding over here. They're all fighting each other. And part of me, with the Republicans, at first it was funny. It's not funny anymore. It's just not funny. We have a shutdown coming, just before Thanksgiving. If they don't get it together, this is what's going to happen.
Right. No lies detected.
I wanted to add real quick. Too, what an all-star lineup of ladies you had this morning coming up in here. Oh my goodness. You got Cece, you got Tiff, you got Shady, and Shay, and Takesha. What an all-star lineup you had up in here this morning. Ladies, kudos to you. We are the real women over here.
Tell them.
We are classy and still can get those gloves off. We can do both at the same time.
Amen.
You know what I'm saying? But I know you got to get going. And thanks for having me up.
All right. Anytime, Dark Angel. Stay safe out here in these TikTok streets.
Goodbye and have a good day to the kingdom as well.
All right. I like how you said that. I might have to sample it.
Okay. Goodbye.
All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give Dark Ange a lovely round of applause. No lies detected. All right. Now listen, Rio we missed her birthday, all right? But in the best interest of time, we're going to have to celebrate it tomorrow. Is that okay, Rio? All right, because Zeus does have to run. But if you do have a birthday, we can celebrate it tomorrow after the show. You know what we do over here on this side of town. We celebrate birthdays because, listen, regardless of, what's going on in the world. We do have to be human beings and show each other love here and there, right? So tomorrow, Rio, I expect you front and center after the show. All right, all right. Good morning, April. How are you doing? I see you attacking. Good morning, April. How are you doing?
I'm good, Zeus. I want to talk about what Shay was talking about with Mike Johnson.
Okay, yeah.
We've got to remember this is the one that drafted the case to go to the Supreme Court. You know, to throw out, you know, to stop the count. So, just remember that, people. When he gets up there, he is all for Trump. He personally talks to Trump on the phone. So it's not a good thing if he gets in there. It would be the same as Jordan or McCarthy, I guess. But I just want people to remember who he is. And another thing I want to bring up.
Tell them.
Okay, so we're seeing all these tweets and truths of the border, the southern border. And we're letting all these terrorists in here. The terrorists. And, you know, they're bringing the terrorist words because of what's happening in Palestine and Israel.
Right.
But
that's what they're saying.
Where's the real terrorist? I wonder. Huh? Could it be people that listen to their cult leader and take weapons and stuff to find an ex-president's home?
Yeah.
Could it be that? Or could it be the thousands and thousands that decided they were going to jump up in the Capitol and do their cult leader's bidding, you know, and try to unalive a vice president there and do something to the Speaker of the House? And we can't speak all on that. But the audacity of these MAGA not looking what's homegrown here, the Dylan Roos, all these people that have the same ideology as Trump and are followers of Trump, like the Las Vegas shooting. That's terrorism. That's terrorism right there.
Amen. No lies detected. She's not lying. The ones they're trying to tell us to be afraid of over there ain't really the ones we should be afraid of. It's the ones that's already here.
It is. It's our neighbor.
You gotta,
It's the MAGA supporter. It's the terrorist that threatens to have civil wars all the time. That threatens to take their pew-pews and unalive just because you vote Democrat. It's those type of people that are the actual terrorists to the country.
Yeah.
So, all this data, where's all the data? If we let all these people undocumented into the country and we don't know where they are, how are they getting the damn data, Zeus? How are they getting the data?
I don't know. I think they're getting it from Snuggles.
Is it Snuggles? It might be Janae, you know, since she's got close connection with Mexico and with all the trafficking stuff.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Could you imagine them two in a boardroom meeting, or perhaps Snuggles and Janae trying to present some sort of credible information? Oh my God, I couldn't take them serious.
But it's the truth. I just want to know where the data is. How do you get data on who's crossed illegally?
Yeah.
Where's that data coming from?
Where is it coming from, MAGA?
You say 2 million people cross illegally. How do you know? If we know they're here, why? What? Please, I get so tired of this.
They have no answers, April. They know it's all based on feelings when it comes to MAGA. It's how they feel.
Yep, it is. It's all about feelings instead of facts. But I guess we'll see what happens at 12 o'clock today, if it's going to be another crap show or not. And
tell them.
Woo, Lord have mercy. Just do something for the American people.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. Just do something for the American people. And I don't know what to say. What else about Congress? It's disturbing.
But they're revealing themselves, though. They're revealing themselves to be incompetent people. And this is what this is all about. And they have no one to blame except themselves.
Absolutely. That's it. The MAGA demon is strong in these people.
It's upset. The demon is upset right now, April, because their plea deals are going. That's what's going on. They got all these plea deals taking place, and they're getting upset about it.
Yeah, I'm surprised Trump hasn't come out and said that Jenna Ellis, she wasn't his attorney, just like he did Sidney Powell.
Exactly.
But you have a great day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up to the beautiful April. What was that?
And happy birthday, Rio.
All right, yes, tomorrow, Rio, please come in here, and we're going to sing happy birthday before the show ends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's give April a round of applause. All right, ladies and gentlemen, listen. That concludes the morning show. If I didn't get to you, it doesn't mean there's any love lost at all. We can try again tomorrow, but I do got to get up out of here and start tending to other affairs in the kingdom. It was a pleasure, once again, ladies and gentlemen, entertaining all of you, all right? And that even goes out to my critics and my detractors, all right? I know that you might feel upset with Zeus today, but if you just go and sit back and think a little bit about some of the information that was shared, I see you attacking. You might not be so upset after all, right? This is probably one of the most inclusive spaces on TikTok, right? Because even though you know where I stand, I got a high degree of tolerance for MAGA, right? And along those lines, I expect MAGA to have a high degree of tolerance for Zeus, all right? So cut it out, stop being crybabies, and stop acting like you're victims, all right? Because if you want to play that game with Zeus, you will lose. And you'll lose very bad every single time. Don't let Snuggles, don't let any of these fake TikTok hosts and these fake content creators gas you up to believe that you actually will be able to handle the overwhelming presence of Zeus. All right, ladies and gentlemen, take care and have a great rest of your day, your morning, wherever you're at, right?
Bruce Willis, the most handsome in the kingdom.
And I really am the most handsome. Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus.
Let's go!
When I'm moving like Zeus.
Great show. Yes.
Light you up like Zeus. I'm my
Angel.
I'm a god, call me Zeus. I'm fired than the eagle and got bread on me too. Took a long time to get here and I'm feeling brand new. If you living like a bum, get away from me, fool. I got money on my mind. I can't leave it up to you. I can't hang around with you. You fall in love too quick. You a high risk. Looks all in the mix. I put a bounty on your head. This is where you're.
Now that's dope. I give it to you. That's a dope one.
Playing with the dead.
Lindsay, how are you doing, Lindsay?
Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth.
Darkin!
Known to God, I'm such a douche. Try to be patient, but you
politically heard. All right, Lindsay. Stay safe out there. I got my eye on you. That's why they call me Zeus.
This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing
Rio. See you tomorrow. Slick and Rick. OC, Garbage.
Thunder in the sky, light you up like Zeus. All rules, I'm a god, call me Zeus.
Darkin, I appreciate you too.
You wanted facts.
Well, I'm living proof. I've been waiting for this moment now. I gotta choose. If you play around with love, then you're guaranteed to lose.
I didn't make the game of rules, so don't play me like a fool. If you can't swim,
don't be in the pool.
Even though I'm hot, people telling me be cool. I'm just sitting on my throne while you looking like a goof. Time to let loose with the truth. Yeah, grab your goose. Hey, little mama, let me play with your caboose. I know the ladies love me cause I'm sweet like a tooth. Playing hating on the gods, but you such a douche.
I tried to be patient, but you had to like my views.
Catching all these snakes like a mother.
You're awesome too, Angel. Radiant mahogany, yes.
You know I'm so handsome, that's why they call me Zeus. This is how I move when I'm walking like Zeus. This is how I sound when I'm talking like Zeus. This is how I stare when I'm looking like Zeus. I like to act a fool when I'm moving like Zeus. Don't be playing with my mood when I'm moving like Zeus.
Hey.
You're thinking that you're cool till I pull up like Zeus. Thunder in the sky, light you up like Zeus.
You wanna know how we got here? This is how we got here.
I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have.
Right there. That right there? Yeah, Trump. We want to talk to you about that phone call. So that phone call? Oh, that's official state business. All right, Reggie!
He's deranged. Jack Smith. 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 He's deranged.
Yeah.
Jack Smith. Donald Trump is indicted and they take one charge and they turn it into 36 charges. And he's a big Trump hater. Openly, he's a Trump hater. And his wife is even more of a Trump hater.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out of here. Take care and have a great rest of your